Urgent.
Urgent.
Father, can you hear me? How have I let you down? I curse the day that I was born, and all the sorrow in this world. Let me take you to the hurting ground, where all good men are trampled down, just to settle a bet that could not be won, between a prideful father and his son. Will you guide me now, for I can see a reason for the suffering and this long misery. What if every living soul could be upright and strong? Well, then I do imagine there will be sorrow. Yeah, there will be sorrow, and there will be sorrow no more. When all soldiers lay their weapons down, or when all kings and all queens relinquish their crowns, or when the only true Messiah rescues us from ourselves, it's easy to imagine there will be sorrow. Yeah, there will be sorrow, and there will be sorrow no more. There will be sorrow. Yeah, there will be sorrow, and there will be sorrow no more. Yeah, there will be sorrow. Yeah, there will be sorrow, and there will be sorrow no more.
The little hand is on the two. The big hand is pointing at you. Now, what time is that? My clock glows in the dark. What does yours do? My kitchen counter is flat and has canisters on it. Does yours? Oh, I hope so. Don't you see these marbles in my hand? I want to go down to the store. I want to go where God knows best. I want to go to Sunday school. Jesus loves me, yes I know. I mean it. The little hand is on the two. The big hand is pointing at you. Now, what time is that? You tell me. Sometimes I like to wind up my clock so the hands will point in different special ways. Sometimes I like to wind up my clock so the hands will point in different special ways. Everybody knows that a good fucking Christian prays.
This is coup d'etat. Give me a bomb, a Molotov. It's a coup d'etat. Generalissimo sniffs up shop, step on a line, next on a block. Armies marching through the streets, dressed so sharp, dressed real neat. Coup d'etat. Push from the left and a shove from the right. It's all planned out. We'll do it tonight. Push the president and his wife. We're hoping for ransom or take their lives. Attack their embassy. They are our enemies. The president, they smoke cigars. Anyone he does not like, he shoots or puts behind bars. Coup d'etat! Coup d'etat! Go!
and it keeps running. 21 seconds of nothing on that
What?
song. Widdershins.
Widdershins. So now it's our responsibility.
It's
to do
our
something with
responsibility
those
to know that
21
song's
seconds
still
of
running.
nothing?
It could be, some background music behind us right now, but we can't hear it because we don't have
If I
headphones
can't
on.
hear it, it didn't happen.
Well, yeah, we don't have headphones.
It's like if a tree
Yeah.
falls in the woods.
We should probably tell them who we are and stuff, right? Widdershins.
Wishing.
Radio for your spiritual side. A twisted approach to the left-hand path. And it's fucking hot.
It's hot.
And we like to do our show outside, as you can hear, where it's fucking hot. So I don't know if it's fucking hot where you are. It's like 90-something.
No, it's going to get worse.
The Widdershins Towers. Yeah, we got a bigger heat wave coming. But me and Bitchin', we're up here in the tower, having a good old time. Widdershins Tower. It's
Widdershins Tower. We had to have a big glowing W right in our craw.
Right in our field, our line of sight, as it were. Yes. It's what, July still?
Yes.
It's the end of July.
Remember you told me last night it's still my birthday month.
It's still my birthday month. I know it just entered Leo, but it's my birthday month till July's over because you get all of August.
Yeah.
For your birthday month.
I don't even acknowledge
July and then you
July
do your
Leos,
half birthday
so
too.
Don't even worry about it.
You don't acknowledge
because
July Leos?
Back in my day, school started right after Labor Day, and Labor Day was always in September. So there was nobody. I didn't have any school celebrations for my birthday in school, so that's why I celebrate my half birthday, because back then when you're like 6 years old or 7, it's the end of the world when there's no school on your birthday. So I celebrated my half birthday.
So you never had one of those, I guess your parents never brought cupcakes. They don't seem like the type, I guess.
Well, number one, they don't seem like the type. B, there was nowhere to take them.
Damn. They couldn't just bring you cupcakes at home? Yeah.
I suppose they could have.
That's sad. God, the show's just started. You make me sad. Well, so it's the end of July. I was trying to think, it's like, anything incredibly stupid, newsworthy the president did? I mean, other than trying to distract us by...
Well, he's concerned about Russian interference in the November elections now.
Yeah, now he acknowledges...
Because now that he was forced to acknowledge that there was tampering, even though he won't acknowledge that they say the tampering was in his favor, he's just going to ignore that part. So now he's deeply concerned about Russian tampering in the November elections and how it's going to affect the Republicans, not the Democrats.
Because no president has been harder on Russia than him.
Yep.
Except all of the other presidents.
Yeah.
Even Carter. Carter was harder on fucking Russia.
Everybody was. I mean, his own advisor said, keep your mouth shut about the Russia, quote unquote, elections. And the first thing he did was congratulate him on this sham election. Even he was told by his own people not to. So give me this example of being tougher than anybody else.
And then there's him trying to distract us from all this stuff by trying to saber rattle a war with Iran by tweeting at them.
All caps.
All caps. And tweeting at a country that banned Twitter a decade or so ago.
And has nuclear capability.
It probably has nuclear capability. But he's tweet trash talking another country like he does so well. And has become worldwide policy. Countries enact things through Twitter now. And communicate with each other through Twitter in front of us all now, but not countries like Iran, not countries that banned Twitter so that they wouldn't have an Arab Spring. That's amusing to me.
Like he was tweeting in North Korea,
North Korea didn't have Twitter.
No,
but didn't he respond? I mean, maybe he had Twitter.
Well,
but
I don't know of any response.
I know of no tweets from Tehran. And the Ayatollah tweeting, and it's probably against Sharia law to tweet. I'm sure they wrote that, thousands of years ago in the Quran. Thou shalt not tweet. Yeah. So there's that. I think those are the main events that happened since last week. Because last week we did, From Putin with Love.
I don't know if you want to talk about the Trader Joe's close call in Hollywood.
Oh yeah. Well, all right. I guess that was news. There was a shootout in Trader Joe's in Silver Lake, which is not far from here, and the manager of Trader Joe's got shot in the crossfire, and it's turned out that the police, the LAPD, shot her. They exchanged gunfire. I'm just trying to wrap my head around this one. They exchanged gunfire with a suspect who had entered a busy supermarket. It was a Saturday, right?
I don't know. Maybe
Saturday.
Friday. Was it your birthday? I don't know. Well, it was the other day.
It's a busy. Busy day.
I think that's actually the bigger news. And yes, somebody died, and it just came out today that it was from the LAPD gunfire. But I think the bigger news was that it was in broad daylight in a really busy Trader Joe's, and he was in there for hours.
Yeah.
And luckily that was the only casualty, but it happened to be from the police. And my understanding is she was one of the managers at Trader Joe's, and she stepped outside into the parking lot, and that's how she got shot.
Wow. And it's we were. I don't know if it was. I don't know if
it was the day before your birthday.
The day before my birthday?
Because we were in that area.
I know we were still celebrating my birthday, which happened, days before my birthday, on my birthday, and after my birthday. But we were at one of those, and we were celebrating. And since it was my birthday, even though we'd been there for a couple hours, I decided to have one more beer. So you had another drink too, and so that put us. Apparently, by my math, from watching what happened, the pursuit went right across our path. The shootout at Trader Joe's was the termination of a pursuit. Yeah. And during the pursuit, they actually apparently exchanged gunfire out of the windows of the car. Some crazy-ass shit that I heard.
On Hollywood Boulevard.
On Hollywood Boulevard, which we had to cross to get to where we were going. And when we crossed it, we did have to slow down for the cops trying to catch up with the pursuit. And you could see all these cops right down the street. So we'd missed it by a minute or two, passing by where we were. Right? And the suspect vehicle, the general description of the suspect vehicle was our vehicle.
Yeah.
And we have tinted windows. So, good thing. It was a good thing. Yay, beer. I'm a toast to beer right now.
My wine glasses.
Well, we'll have to have a musical break soon and refill because we have to stay hydrated.
Yes.
And of late they have revisited the data that alcohol dehydrates you, and beer has been knocked back a couple pegs. There is some hydration that comes from beer, and even the coffee, which that I guess you used water.
Well,
to make
you
coffee,
use water, and that was always the coffee drinker's argument: is you use water, and then the counter argument was like, but the caffeine is a diuretic, blah blah blah. But now they're acknowledging that it's not as bad as they thought, and there is some hydration in a cup of coffee.
Yeah. So I'm just hydrating with a delicious IPA by Stone, a citrusy IPA with lemon drop and Eldorado hops. How about the hops? Yeah. Lemon drops, man. And Citra hops. I love me some Citra hops, man. So those are our Trump news. We got a couple other. Before we get to the big story, we've got a couple other random stories that caught our ear. There was some
sarcophagus.
That's going to be one of them. We're going to talk about letting the people drink from the dark sarcophagus, and the Norwegian girl that fucks elves. Coming up later on the show on Witter Shiz. We'll be back.
said, unholy living dead. They had to lock us up, put us in their British jail. I don't wanna be held in your London dungeon. I don't wanna be held in your British jail. Ain't no mystery why I'm in misery. Here's something else. Make sure your face is clean now. Can't have no dirty dead. All the corpses here I clean up. All the ice in British jail. I don't wanna be held in your London dungeon. I don't wanna be held in your British jail. Ain't no mystery why I'm in misery. Here's something else. Here's something else.
The Misfits on Witter Shins.
Is that a wasp or a hare?
I think it's a hare,
Okay.
not a wasp.
Okay. As long as it's not a wasp. As
Well,
long
it's
as they
not
have
a
a
wasp.
voucher.
As long as you have a voucher. Oh dear, my brain is cooking up here. So what was the first? Oh yeah. Well, I want to look up the sarcophagus story and read it. So we'll have a musical break before we get to that one. But the other story, I don't even know if I clicked on the story. I just watched the video. So
Oh, the elf
I
thing.
pretty much have the gist. She's this woman in Norway, right?
Somewhere in those parts.
Yeah, and she only has sex with elves, and they're better in bed, as you might imagine, and they can read your mind. You don't have to tell them what to do in bed; they automatically know what to do in bed.
And they're like, they can contort their bodies.
They
in
can contort their bodies,
unimaginable ways.
and you gotta really, if you're hearing this and you haven't seen the story, you got to search around for it and watch it, because she does the Kama Sutra of stick people, and she has a little book where she has drawn out the sexual positions that she has engaged in sexual activity with the elves using stick people, and there's very very graphic contorting content there, but you've got to see the Kama Sutra of Elf. I'm calling it that. Don't Google it by that yet.
And then she has like an artist's rendition of elf sperm, and it's kind of made to look like scientific when they show it, like an MRI, and it's like all shimmery and stuff.
Glittery.
And she says it's glittery and shimmery is an
Yep.
artist rendition of elf sperm.
Glittery, shimmery sperm. The elf sperm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know she's gonna she's gonna get pregnant and have elf children, half breeds, half elf, half human. I mean, really, kids. It's funny, but so many people want to talk about the Bible as if it's gospel. Get it? and there is a passage in the Bible, Old Testament, where they are talking about the Grigori, the Watchers, and which is fascinating as well. The Grigori were a race of giants that were here before humans. They were put in charge of certain things for God, and eventually the Grigori evolved to some certain point where they get put into the heavens, made into the 5 cardinal point stars surrounding the planet, and become the Watchers, also known as the Grigori. But in the Bible, while describing the Grigori, they use a measurement figure unheard of anywhere else. 100 elves. A Grigori was the size of 100 elves. So not only did the Bible say there were elves, they used elves as a measurement. So apparently people not only knew about elves, but knew pretty much how tall elves were.
Are elves supposed to be smaller than we are?
Well, apparently it takes 100 of them to make a Grigori. They didn't do
Yeah,
the
but
same
we're not
measurement
Grigori.
using. Yeah, they didn't do the same measurement
I'm just
using
wondering,
humans.
because if she had such great sex with elves, like, they can't be that small.
She said that their penis size was average.
Oh, she did.
She did.
She did.
These are the details
It's
that
the
I
motion
expect
of the
you
ocean.
to pick up. It's the motion of the ocean. So somewhere in some village in Norway, the Norwegian midgets are getting some, and they're laughing about it. And I don't know how they came up with the glittery sperm. That's funny too.
Yep.
You ever seen those? They have those. It's maybe too graphic for some of our viewers, but they have a
Avert your eyes.
certain set of videos in this day and age, strap-on videos, but it's a very special strap-on that comes. It's the cum strap-on, and I don't know
they,
what.
like, press a button or something.
Yeah, well, they kind of, I've
It's
even
like that thing in South Park.
I saw a woman she fucked a woman with her strap on, and then she took it out and she jacked it for a while, and then spewed all over her face. It was like, wow, so now we got cum shots and lesbian porn too. And what I've always wondered is, what is that? Is it like put hand lotion in there? It's a special cum juice that the manufacturer provides.
Yeah, like liquid soap.
Yeah, is there a flavor? There's different flavors you can get. Can you get it with glitter, without glitter? That kind of thing. So it made me think, that's the road my mind went down
Of course
when I
it
heard
is,
the
huh?
story. Well, that's why we're here. Yeah, it works. So that story, you've got to see it. You got to actually see the video. You've got to
It's
see
been going around
the Kama Sutra
on
of
my
Elf.
Facebook feed. I don't know how.
Yeah. It's been going around. I've shared it.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen it, if you're on my friends list,
I
surf
shared it
around.
on
I
your
shared it.
page.
Yeah, Marta shared it on my page, and I shared it again. And a couple other friends shared it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's like, in Norway, elves are the thing. In Ireland, it'd be, fairies or
Leprechauns.
gnomes or leprechauns. Or something. I mean, leprechauns is actually really cheesy.
Yeah.
And yeah, no, not leprechauns. They only want your pot of gold anyways. But,
Yeah, I mean.
all right. We just played a song. I'm going to play one more song while I look up this other story, because I want to actually read you this story, so I don't digress. It'd be easy to do that on this next story. You're listening to Witterson Radio for your spiritual side, twisted approach to the left-hand path. And I want to hear that. There we go. More Misfits. Oh, they're right frig on. Which ends?
We should.
That was.
I
Oh,
planned it.
look, military ghetto birds. Oh, that was loud. That was. Oh yeah, we had a. Oh, look at. We had a cobra and a black hawk. Maybe Obama's in town again. The last time that happened, a couple weeks ago, Obama was in Beverly Hills meeting at some house somewhere. And you can see him flying right over there, flying around Beverly Hills. If you're going to ask Mom a question right now, I'd like you to do it quietly because I'm over here on the mic, over here doing witter shins. Let me see. We had this other story. Before we get to our top story, which will take, the bulk of the night, this one fascinated me and caught my interest. Let's see. And there's several versions of it out there, but this one I'm borrowing from CNET online. People want to drink the red liquid from the dark sarcophagus.
I want them to drink the red liquid from the dark sarcophagus.
I may have signed the petition, but I do not want to drink the liquid from the red liquid from the dark sarcophagus. I want other people to be able to do so I see what happens to them. Because, we live in such a generation where we've seen so many things. There's so much video. We see, people being murdered live on YouTube all day long. We're jaded. We run out of things to see. We're talking porn before. There's every porn at our fingertips. As long as we don't click on the illegal ones, the sky is the limit. And so we're jaded. So we need to see crazy shit now. So now we need to see people drink the red liquid from the dark sarcophagus. Over 15,000 people have signed the petition asking to sup from the coffin of the demons. Let them sup. And I saw this petition, and their goal was like 7,000 signatures. So, nice job. There's a picture that you can't see, but many didn't want the damn thing open. Now the dark sarcophagus is open, and we all know what's inside it. 3 skeletons and an abundance of red liquid.
So, whose idea was it to have somebody drink this?
I'm hoping the story tells us that.
Okay.
Like I have told our listeners before, I want to be shocked with you, so I did not read this story. I just Googled it a second ago.
Oh.
And I trust the source, so I'm hoping it works out.
Okay.
This is radio magic, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. 3 skeletons and an abundance of red liquid. Later discovered to be liquid sewage that had leaked through a crack. Now people want to drink that red sewage. They want to sup from the cup of demons.
Oh my God.
Some background. An unusually large and complexly intact tomb was found in Alexandria. People got excited. They made jokes about mummies and curses. Some even speculated it might have been the final resting place of Alexander the Great. Well, yeah, Alexandria. That'd be a good place for it, I think. I don't know. It wasn't, however. Now back to the red liquid that the people want to drink. At the time of writing, 15,600 people have signed a petition titled, Let People Drink the Red Liquid from the Dark Sarcophagus. And that's how I found out about the story. The petition came across my desk. Let the people drink the red liquid from the dark sarcophagus.
You don't know about that? That's a thing.
Yeah. She had a good poker face. She acted like she knew.
I did know.
You didn't.
I did. I don't know why they wanted to drink out of the red dark sarcophagus.
Now, as you know, dear, This isn't your run-of-the-mill petition. Here's the description. We need to drink the red liquid from the cursed dark sarcophagus in the form of some sort of carbonated energy drink so that we can assume its powers and finally die. The comments... That's literally what it says.
I saw that though. That's
15,600 people.
Got so many signatures, more than they wanted because of that.
A comment.
I mean, who's not going to sign that?
I signed it.
See?
The comments, a.k.a. the reason why people sign the petition are definitely worth the price of entry. Brian Huntress said, I must transcend my wretched form. Please give me the liquid. Adrian Zambrana, I just want to drink it. I don't just want to drink it. I want to be baptized in it.
So what do they think is going to happen? And how much of a supply is there?
Maybe a cup or three. I saw it. It was like a puddle.
So are they
like a puddle in the bottom of the fucking
a thimbleful?
Yeah, I don't know how that's going to work out because do all 15,600 people, do the people that sign get to drink it? Because I'll give up my portion. I saw it. I don't want to sip.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Lots to find out. We'll have to follow up on the story of more Widdershins. But petition is the creation of the Scottish game developer Inns McKendrick, who most recently worked on No Man's Sky. And that... Was that it? Oh, wait, there's people tweeting about it. Let's see. Vexed Egyptian... The Egyptian Antiquities Ministry says Black Sarcophagus